Recording. Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is for you. Guess what? I got a new laptop and a whole new Zoom program came with it. Well, when I downloaded the Zoom, it was new. And this one, it's like a director is on the other side. So every time I move, the camera moves with me. It's kind of weird. And also it will pull back and it will move forward and it's
Get your
strange.
close up.
I know. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Hey, everyone. I'm Eva Marie Everson, the director of Florida Christian Writers Conference, and my sidekick is here.
Hey, I'm Taryn Souders, and I am the co-director of the Florida Christian Writers Conference.
Hey, I have a mug just like that.
Do you
We
know
must
why?
have gotten these as gifts.
We
We
did
did.
from the amazing Heather Eisminger, and it is my
Oh,
favorite. It is like
I
totally
love
one of my
that.
favorite mugs because it
It
kind of
is one of
works
my
for
favorites as
fall
well.
and
Yeah,
it works for summer. Yeah,
it
and it's
does.
big,
It does.
holds a lot of coffee.
Do you have a favorite coffee, like that kind of thing? Like my tea or my coffee tastes better in this particular mug.
Right?
I don't
Right.
get it.
I don't understand, but it's true.
But it is, and I get cranky when my mug is dirty.
I have heard, y'all, we're taking a rabbit trail here, but we do that all the time, so you're used to it. I have heard that tea or coffee is better in bone china than like a stainless steel cup or something like
Sure.
that. There's
Yeah.
something about the reaction that occurs between it being next to a metal as opposed to like this beautiful bone china that it actually changes the flavor, and so you want the bone china. Not that I have bone china, but still.
Well, but here's the thing about bone china, and I don't know if you noticed, but I just got zoomed in on it.
You did. I
I was being perfectly still. I was paying attention. Maybe that was it. Stop paying attention. It'll just like zoom back
it
out
just
again.
zooms out.
Don't zoom too close, please, camera. No, I do have some bone china because I have my mother's, my grandmother's, my great grandmother's.
Yeah.
Not to mention my own. And the problem with it though, and if you go back and you look at like old movies and things like
Yeah.
that, you see that they pour hot water in it or
Yeah.
warm water, and then they pour that out, and then they
Yeah.
add the actual tea or the coffee. And that's because it's so cold,
Yeah.
especially during the winter months, of course, that it will just it
Cools
will
down your
chill your
drink.
coffee or your tea in two
Yeah.
seconds flat. So you really don't get an opportunity to enjoy it. Anyway, totally went down a rabbit trail there.
So good at
Little
that.
bunnies all around. We're actually here to talk about Florida Christian Writers Conference because I think we're like in, 22, 23 days. I can't
Yes.
believe it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm starting to dream about it. I
Yeah.
dreamed about a rooming situation last night. Don't remember the details. I just remember we were running around trying to find a room for somebody. And speaking of that, that's one of the first things we want to talk about.
Yeah, I think you have a fun announcement about maybe an opening or two.
Well, that's true. Taryn posted a week or so ago that we were sold out, and we were.
Hmm.
And that's what happens. We just ran out of rooms. We contacted Lake Yale and said, "Help! We may need more rooms." Well, Lake Yale Baptist Conference Center will be at full capacity while we are there. Apparently, there are other groups who like Lake Yale. I'm just like stunned. Not that other groups wouldn't like Lake Yale because we love Lake Yale.
Yeah.
It's just how dare they? How dare
Yeah.
they
They
infringe on
did
us?
not check with us first.
I know. I'm teasing. Of course, I'm teasing. However, we were able to secure a few more rooms from Lake Yale because what they did for us, because they are super great, is that they contacted the other groups and said, "Do you need to let go of a few of your rooms?" And they were, yeah, we actually are not at capacity, and so that allotted us just a few more rooms. Then we've had one or two people who have had to unfortunately drop out at the last minute. I think one lady contacted us. Maybe this was in the dream.
This was your dream.
But I think somebody contacted us and said that her daughter had decided to get married the same weekend as the guy.
That
Did
was
it happen?
true.
That
Yes,
is absolutely true.
that
I
is
mean
true.
the rudeness. It's like,
Yes.
how dare she? No. I guess it's more important to go to your daughter's wedding than our conference.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, maybe an argument could be made.
An argument could be made. I don't think we'd win it, but it could happen.
That's
Uh,
right.
that allowed a room to open up, and so if you want to come, you've been on the fence, you just found out that there is no room in the inn. Then you need to contact Jessica. She is our conference manager. She can help you with that. You will email her at FCWC, which is Florida Christian Writers Conference, FCWC manager at AOL.com.
Mhm.
Easy enough.
Yep.
FCWC manager at AOL.com. We have another announcement we would like to make. Taryn, if you would take the reins on that one, I'd appreciate it.
We're going to talk briefly about Saturday night, which is my favorite night of the whole conference because that is our awards ceremony. It's our Just Desserts dessert banquet. Again, we go over this every year. Your Just Desserts is it's an older saying, but it's getting what you deserve.
Mhm.
It is not misspelled, we promise you. So please come to that if you're able to. If you're on the fence and you're thinking, well, I can only come for one day, Saturday's the day to come. Uh,
Yes.
so I totally encourage you. You might wonder, what should I wear? This is an award ceremony. Do I dress up? Do I go casual? The answer is yes. We do have people who dress up. I dress up. It's one of the few times I get to dress up during the year. I am dressing up for sure. Eva dresses up. A good chunk of the people dress up. You're going to see everything from like really floor length formal gowns to suits to, jeans and a t-shirt because that's what you were wearing that day and you just didn't have time to change or you didn't want to change,
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. If you've entered the contest and you think there's a chance that you might win, you might want to dress up because we are going to take your picture and, you want to look your best. So that's the dress code. It's kind of whatever you want, but it
No
is super
pajamas.
nice evening. So if you want to dress up, go for it.
Yes, absolutely. And for many of us who spend our days inside our home offices behind the computer, just, dressed in t-shirts and shorts and jeans and that kind of thing. It really is nice to have that opportunity to get a little more dressy and be able to shine just a little bit. And again, like Taryn said, as we say in the South, you're going to have your picture made, and so you do want to look your best. You don't want to hand this down to your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, and say, "What in the world was Grandpa wearing?" So. Here's another thing we want to talk to you about, and that is the rooms.
Yes.
The rooms at Lake Yale Baptist Conference Center, they have been updating and improving these rooms as long as we've been there. We have watched this constant
Kind of like I-4
improvement.
construction. It's always
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Now, the rooms are great. We have stayed, I think, in just about every building if we are there for the Florida conference or if we're there for a retreat of some kind. Taryn and I have. Some of the rooms are getting updated, maybe faster than others, but over the years, one thing we have noted is that there are no hotel type amenities in these rooms. A lot of them do not have blow dryers. They do not have shampoo, conditioner, that kind of thing. And some may, I don't know,
They have
because
towels.
yeah,
They do have towels.
they do have towels. Yeah. Yeah, because Taryn and I have been to the conferences where you bring your own sheets and towels kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do that
Camping, basically.
unless you want to. If you want to bring your own sheets and towels, you can. And there are some of us who do like to do that. But it's an updated, just hotel motel type style, and they're very comfortable. But here's the deal: you are not going to be in those rooms except to sleep, except for those of you who signed up for Just Right. That's probably going to be your best bet as far as a quiet writing spot.
Mm.
But just know that you might want to bring your own, shampoo, conditioner, hair dryer. We do have some in the bookstore. We even bring blow dryers just in case. But we only have so many. So
Right.
uh, live and learn. All
That's
right,
right.
Taryn, is there anything else you can think of? I think we've been covering everything
Yes. There's two
conveniently.
other things and they kind of are related. One of them is the air conditioning
Yeah.
at Lake Yale is quite chilly, and it's kept chilly on purpose, honestly. When you get 200, 250 people in a room, it gets warm, and so it has to start off cold. And the classrooms also, when they'll hold 35, 40 people. Once that door is shut and the instructor starts talking, that room also gets hot.
Yeah.
And so the air conditioning is kept very, very comfortable
Yeah.
once people are in a room. So please bring a sweater, bring a jacket, bring a sweatshirt, buy a sweatshirt if you
Right.
want.
That's happened.
Because that leads me to my second thing. But we ask that you guys don't mess with the thermostats in the classrooms. Mess with them all you want in your hotel room. That's up to you. But in the classrooms, we say to please leave those alone. The
Yes, we did have the fire
registration,
alert one year.
yeah, we did. We actually did have a fire alarm go off one year because someone decided that they were a little too cold, and so they went and turned the heat on. And in Florida, we don't use the heaters that often, so dust just covers the little, however heaters work. And so when
Yeah.
that turned on, everyone was panicking. There was the smell of something burning. It was just the
It was
dust. We
dust.
figured it out. But there was a little bit of what on earth is going on right now. So
Right.
don't touch the stuff.
Yeah.
Um, if you wanted to order a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, the registration ability to order a t-shirt or a sweatshirt is going to cut off this week. Friday is the last day you can order yourself, yeah, either a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. After that, those have to get made and they take a while, and so there's a stopping point for when the orders come in. So anyway, all of that to say is it's chilly, come prepared, but you're gonna have a wonderful time.
Oh, you definitely will. And because it's October, we really, honestly, we never know
Yeah,
what the
we
weather
don't.
is going to be. But it was so funny back when we had the conference in February, we would have people from up north come down,
Yeah.
and they were like, they was, oh my gosh, it's so warm, it's so pleasant. And then people from just a little bit under the Mason-Dixon line saying, I thought it was going to be warm here. It's so cold.
Yeah.
Because we are on the water, we are at Lake Yale, and if a good breeze is coming in, or the or low pressure system, or whatever, and the temperatures drop, it can get chilly outside. It really can. So, especially for Floridians, we don't know what to think.
Nope.
But we promise you, you're going to have a great time. This is like a family reunion, I
Oh
think.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a good time. Okay, so everyone, we will see you in about 23, 24 days.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at wordweaversinternational@gmail.com. Again, that's Wordweavers International, all spelled out. Wordweavers International at gmail.com. And somebody will answer your question. All right. Bye for now.